All right, actually got to watch a Pistons game tonight. Pretty much the entirety of the game. Brooklyn Nets come on top, 121 to 111, and Kyrie Irving pretty much single-handedly beat the Detroit Pistons down the stretch. Once again, the third quarter was the Detroit Pistons' downfall, but I was impressed with Derrick Rose in the back-to-back. He made some great moves, looked healthy. Played 37 minutes tonight. Obviously, they lost in overtime. For those who don't know, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love and support. Check out our Detroit playlist, and don't forget check my other channel, Wild Goodfellas Sports TV, right here on YouTube. And talk about the stats real quick. Derrick Rose chipped in with 27 points, 37 minutes, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Sivi had a big night for him, 19 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Drummond was 20-20 again, 20 points, 21 rebounds in the first 11 minutes. Or 9 minutes or some change. He had a double-double, but slowed down through the night. He was out with a lip laceration, so the other night. So Sayoko wasn't his night tonight. Didn't really do much in 17 minutes. Christian Woods is really, really good. He had 10 and 4 rebounds and some blocks, I believe. But the true story was Jared Allen and Kyrie Irving. They pretty much carried the team. Jared Allen was early in the game. He recorded some blocks and rebounds. Blocked Sayoko going to the basket. He had 20 points, 15 rebounds. Kyrie had 45.6 rebounds. Joe Harris chipped in with 16. The other Nets that was in double figures was Karis LeVert, who coming off a broken thumb or something, and just a new contract this summer as well. 11 points. And Spencer Dinwiddie poured in with 10. But, Ben Harbor, Michigan's Mr. Basketball at one point. Wilson Chandler had 7 points and 7 rebounds with 1 assist. But Pistons played well throughout the game. They battled with the Nets, but just fell apart across down the stretch. Derrick Rose was balling early on, pushing the pace. Drummond was doing well, but down the stretch, they just didn't get stops. Kyrie Irving made an amazing bucket from behind the basket, a floater. Remind you of Larry Bird doing that back in the day, for people who remember when Larry Bird shot the ball from behind the basket and made it. But I don't think it was all net like Kyrie Irving. But they had no answer for Kyrie Irving, man. But Bruce Brown had 17 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds as well. But his ability not to shoot the ball is making him just can't depend on him. He's becoming a problem. He's becoming a weak spot for the Pistons. His ability not to shoot the ball, airball the 3-pointer. He took a 3 down the stretch where he shouldn't have took a 3 at, where they still had 12 seconds on the shot clock. But his ability to not shoot the ball, and if he couldn't stop Kyrie Irving, I probably wouldn't have him out there tonight. But he got to learn. But other than that, man, it just seemed like the Pistons keep falling apart in the third quarter. They was outscored 30-17 in the third quarter, and that was the difference because they won the fourth quarter by 3 points, but then they got blew out in overtime, 15-5. But they had nobody to deal with Kyrie Irving. And the thing about Andre Drummond, people gonna sit there and they gonna try to praise the 20 and 21. Remember, this dude had 10 points and 11 rebounds or something in the first 10 minutes of the game. So the other 3 quarters, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? And he was 8 for 20 from the field. And then his counterpart, Jared Allen, was 20 and 15 with some blocks. He out-hustled Dre some. Dre out-hustled him. But a guy that y'all say deserve a max contract, is he supposed to be going to war with Jared Allen? He supposed to be obliterating Jared Allen. Jared Allen ain't supposed to be even, near 20 and 20. And this is what we talk about Andre Drummond. People always talk about the numbers, but they don't talk about how other centers beat up on Andre Drummond, how Andre Drummond don't lock down the paint offensively or defensively. And it's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Drummond, once he has 20-20, his opponent going to have 20 and 15, or they going to have a respectable night for them. Jared Allen don't do this night in and night out. And once again, he usually don't get 40 minutes a game. When DeAndre Jordan is playing, they kind of split time and they rotate who start and who play. But once again, keep it real. Andre Drummond is a problem defensively. He a problem offensively. Yeah, he gets some putbacks. Yeah, they create and throw some lobs up for him. But this the problem. He don't dominate offensively and he don't dominate defensively. And this is the thing. This is the things that we talking about. We talk about with Andre Drummond, man. with Kyrie Irving going down the lane, making trick shots, with them penetrating and Drummond not locking down the paint, that's the problem. It seemed like Christian Jones is a better defender and better at locking down the paint than Andre Drummond is, and he's still green coming from the G League not too long ago. But other than that, I expected that Derrick Rose probably wouldn't play this many minutes coming off a back-to-back. But he played well. He looked well. I think Dwayne Casey would be wise if he probably rested him if they don't have a couple of days off. But other than Kyrie, it was a Kyrie and Jared Allen show. You know, Bruce Brown, Derrick Rose, Civi. I think Lewis King played a little bit tonight, and Jordan Bone, he played a little bit tonight. The guards had no answer. You know, Markieff Morris didn't step up tonight. They needed that next guy to step up and give an effort. But Civi gave an effort, but they just needed some more defensively and a little bit more offensively. But Kyrie showed why. You know, he's an all-star year in and year out. They had no answer for him. He was able to go down the lane. He was able to get the mid-range game popping. He was able to stretch it out to three. And Jared Allen was able to get him second chances, you know, control the paint, and, you know, outdo Andre Drummond down the stretch. And that's what it boiled down to. But you know what? I'm starting to think Dwayne Casey is how can I say it? He ain't the strongest coach. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I see a lot of things where in the offense where they standing around looking at each other. There's no motion. There's no movement. There's no backdoor cuts. There's no, you know, setting Andre Drummond up in the post. There's no, you know, in some of his rotation, I feel that Christian Wood should be playing a lot more than what he is. And I think Dwayne Casey is starting to get exposed as not that good as a, you know, systematic coach. You know what I'm saying? His offense is real pedestrian. They don't have too many go-to plays. They might call a pick and roll every now and again. But like I said before, man, the Pistons just lack talent. I think they lack premier coaching. You know, and I don't want to throw Dwayne Casey under the bus, but it's the truth. You know, they just don't have an offensive system that when they need a bucket, they can go out there and get a bucket. If they get a bucket, it's because Derrick Rose creating the bucket. When Blake Griffin, when he healthy, he getting the bucket. They go in isolation on from the wing, or they go in isolation on top of the key, and they going 1-on-4, 1-on-5. They might call a pick and roll, or they might penetrate and throw a lob to Drummond. They offense is really caveman, and when you don't have a Kyrie Irving who can create and get it on his own, when you don't have those creators, it's tough. A lot of the Piston players are dependent. Civi is dependent on somebody penetrating and getting him a shot. Andre is dependent on somebody getting him a shot. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Brown, he can't shoot, but he can create for others and get to the bucket. But it's a lot of them guys offensively who can't get their own shot. Without Blake, without Luke Kennard, without Reggie Jackson, the Pistons just really got Derrick Rose, who the shot creator, and Bruce Brown, who can create for others. But other than that, Markieff Morris is a dependent position. Tony Snell is dependent. Sayoko right now is dependent, and people worried about him. 19 points in 5 games. But it's the ups and downs of being a rookie. It's playing night in and night out. It's people getting scouting reports, knowing that Diombo like going to the left and don't like going to the right. Whatever it may be, I'm not saying that's the case. Just using that as an example. Don't worry about Sayoko Diombo. You know what I'm saying? It's about being a rookie. It's about improving this game. It's about hitting the rookie wall. It's about getting tired. He'll figure it out. He's a kid. Not worried about him one bit. I still believe he's the future. But the most thing I'm worried about with the Pistons and kind of watching this game and kind of honing in on how they've been doing, I've been following but not watching the games, is 1, Dwayne Casey don't have no type of offensive system. 2, they lack shot creators. Either they lack people who can get their own shot, and that's a big thing. And 3, once again, Andre Drummond is not dominant on either side of the floor. Only thing he dominated is the rebounds. But hey, it is what it is. They fall tonight. I feel that they could have won this game, but the third quarter in overtime, where they got outscored 15-5. In the third quarter, they was outscored 30-17 was their downfall. But this has been the whole situation the whole year. Let me know what you guys thought about the game. But Kyrie and Jared Allen really put the team on their back tonight. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget, we on all social media. The link's in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comment section. Want to make a donation to the channel? That information in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. But